Ciao Bella, welcome to Bellauncinettocrafts. This is Christina, and today I am doing a hook review. So I have 3 hooks. They're all by the same company, but I wanted to talk to you about them because they're all a little different. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here with me today. And if you're returning, I'm so glad that you're back with me. Thank you so much. And if you have been here for just a little bit, you know that the past couple of months I've been getting the Lether Collection subscription box, and I got the one that comes with a hook every month. So they hand make their hooks, and I have January and February's hooks right here. So you can see this was January's hook, and then this is February's hook. And so they're made a little differently, right? And Eric, the husband of the team of Lether Collection, makes these by hand, well, with his machines, his woodworking machines. But so every month you get a little bit different hook. And from what I understand from my research, the tips are clover. So if you look at them, you'll see the burnished metal. The light's kind of reflecting. Maybe you can see the burnished metal of them for the hooks. So I have these two, and you can tell that they are very different. But I have not opened this yet. I saw some hooks on their website, and I thought, wow, I'd really like one of those. But I didn't get a chance to get the one that I wanted. And then in their Facebook group, sometimes they will post hooks there before they go on sale online, and I managed to snag one. So we're going to look at it together. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. And that is why I bought it right there. You see that beautifulness? Hold on, it's stuck there. See that beautifulness right there? You see that pretty blue? Oh, yes, indeed. All right, so it also has a little bit of a different handle, right? Of course, the design is different, but the grip is different as well. So I have not used this hook before, so I wanted to talk to you about the 3 different designs that I have. I knew what it looked like before I got it. They did show pictures, so I knew what I was getting into before, at least design-wise and size-wise. This is an H hook, and it is a 5mm hook. So, or 5.5. I can't ever remember the letters. It's either 5 or 5.5. I'll have to look at my paper, but I'll put it in here. I don't remember. I'm sorry. But I got it because I was like, oh, I use that one all the time, 5 or 5.5. So, just in looking at the differences in the hooks, I can tell you right now, from having used these 2 already, I like this one, the way that I can, because I am a pencil grip, so the way that I can hold it, right, it provides me a little bit of structure here, and I can hold it and I can crochet just fine, which I'll show you in a moment. And this one is an E. You can see there. Now, I like that they stamp them. I wish they were engraved and then covered up with some lacquer or polish, but they are stamped and they are covered. You can tell that they've been covered up with either a lacquer or varnish or polish of some sort. It's kind of shiny there on the bottom, and it's that way on all of them. So you can see that it's been covered where it probably won't come off very soon, right? But it may come off. It's not engraved in there. You can tell as the H, right, has been swiped that it is a stamp of sorts that's on there, okay? But it is helpful if you have them positioned like this, right, in your hook holder where you can see the hook sizes. So if you had them with the hook down into your hook holder, which for these is the best way to do it because the bottoms aren't always the same. But They are very nice, and if it was on a steady surface, yeah, I can get them. Not that one. Well, the blue one is standing. The other ones are not standing. You can't see it, but the blue one is standing. But if I have like one of those hook holders, that's the paint brush holder that I got from Dollar Tree. So it does that. It will hold them very well. Now this one, from working with it from February, it's not my favorite in that as a pencil holder, I'm holding it way down here, which means I have less control up here. So I like to be up here, but trying to be up here, my hand was just coming off. I wasn't able to have as much control as I was going through the stitches. Okay. Whereas this one had a little bit more of a ridge for me to grip onto, and for my hand, right, to have in my hand. This one, I like it. It works lovely, but it's harder for me to hold here. And that may be different for other people. If you're a knife holder, you may have no problems at all. So I'm just going to kind of show you, I have some regular cotton here, and I can grab some acrylic really quickly if I need to show you how they work up. All right. So I'm just going to do my slip knot here. And for those of you that have been watching for a little while, I do have my birthday video coming up soon. Oh, I'm so sorry. My birthday week video is coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that. I am pretty close to 500. I think last time I looked, I was at 400. So that just means 100 more to go. And remember, if I get there by my birthday, March 22nd, there will be 6 winners instead of 3. So I'm going to go in size order. So I'm going to go with the smallest, which is the D, and then the E, and then the H. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of show you with my grip, right, how these work. So I'm going to move these 2 over here because they're beautiful and distracting. And we'll get started. Now it will be a little bit different in sizing because these are different size hooks, but I'm just going to chain a little bit here. Maybe made that too small. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. My favorite number. I know some people say it's unlucky, but it's my favorite. All right, so we're just going to do some half doubles here. So I'm going to go into the second chain. Now I do know from my research and just from reading on the website and other people that have done Lether collection boxes, they don't repeat hooks very often. I want to say it's like 16 months or it's at least a year. I know that for sure. So if you're getting their subscription boxes, you won't get the same size hook each month. So you'll end up with a pretty nice collection if you do their subscription boxes with the hook in it. And the ones with the different designs, they are called the Funfetti Hooks. If you look at their website, they have those. They are the Funfetti. And you can get the box with the natural wood, but I thought having some different, unique handmade hooks would be nice. And I can get them in the box. Uh-oh. I grabbed something I wasn't supposed to. There it is. And they are pretty spot on with the yarns that you get each month. So this one was anemone fish. It was like a clownfish. So the striping was very apropos, right, for the yarn that I got. And you can watch that video. I'll put a link to my Lether collection playlist here where you can see that. And it's gliding really well, just like a regular hook, but you can tell like I am struggling to hold on to this hook. And it's not because of the hook itself. It's just the design of the handle, this particular handle. So I'm also trying to make sure I stay in frame, but I know that I'm struggling. I can feel that I'm struggling. And it is taking a long time for me to do this. And it wouldn't normally be as much of an issue. It is a smaller hook too, but with the yarn, but that shouldn't matter necessarily. I'm really struggling to hold on to this hook. So, and I've tried to grip it other ways, but it just doesn't work for me. Right, so I'm going to put that one down. And that's not to say that it wouldn't work for you. Like I said, if you're a knife holder or a flute holder, or even if you're a pencil gripper and you grip it differently, that could be okay for you. It could be just fine. It's just not for me. That doesn't mean that I'm getting rid of that hook, because it's lovely and I'm going to keep it, but it will not be the first one I gravitate towards. All right, so now I'm just going to put in some double crochets, just getting some yarn, and I'm just using the Just Cotton from Premier that I got from Dollar Tree. I did a C2C washcloth with this already, so you've seen this yarn on my channel before. All right, I'm going to try to move it a little bit more in frame here. Sorry, you all. I wish you could just nudge me and be like, square it up, but you can't do that, can you? It's also a splitty yarn, but it was the first one I grabbed, and I prefer to work with cotton over acrylic for a number of reasons. I prefer the sustainability of cotton. It will hold up in the wash. It will, you can use it more. I like to do a lot of kitchen items, a lot of everyday items, face scrubbies and the like. So, cotton just works better for me. And it's what I would pick to use more often than an acrylic. Unless it's a recycled yarn. That's just me as a person. Some people love acrylic. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful yarn. You can get some great things with it. But I do have a little bit more control with this hook. I'm also not on the foundation chain, so that could make a difference. But I'm not struggling to hold the hook, which is good for me. Now, I know I did a little bit of a smaller chain here, but I'm not struggling to hold on to this hook. I don't feel like I have to hold it back so far that I can't guide the yarn. It split on me, you guys. Oh, look at that. Nope, go back. Okay. All right. Oh, it split. I'm just going to leave it because I'm going to frog this when I'm done, so no big deal. All right. And I'm going to do one more row at this. Get some more yarn out. Just do some half doubles here. And I definitely do not feel as worried about my stitches with this hook. I can move a little bit faster, but I definitely think that for a knife holder, so like if you were holding your hook like this, right, and you were able to crochet, you could go a lot faster. I just tend to mess up more when I do that, and it's not comfortable for me. So, but definitely as a knife holder, this would feel good in your hand. I mean, it feels good in my hand anyway, but I think with the different grips on there, it would give you enough sensation to feel different in your hand. Right? So. There we go. Oh, nope, go into the stitch. There we go. All right. So now I'm just going to move to the next one. And that was the E hook, by the way. And then I'm going to move on to the H. Now, this one does not have as many knobs, I guess, or I wouldn't call them bumps. They're not bumps and they're not ridges. I would call them more knobs. But this is also a bigger hook, so what would be recommended to actually use with this yarn. So but as you can see, it glides really well over the yarn. It doesn't give any snags. I mean, it splits a little, but I think that's more due to the cotton itself than it is, and it could be my crocheting too, than it is the hook. Because as I said, they feel very, very, if they're not clover tips, they feel very much like clover tips on the hook part. So Ashley, Eric, if you watch my videos, which I don't think you do, but if you do, let me know, right? If I'm wrong on the clover part for sure. But I do know I like watching the videos where they are making the hooks. And they have some videos coming out where they're dyeing yarn with their family and all kinds of things. So I'll do one more. This one. But like I said, they do glide very easily. I'm not worried about it at all. I don't feel like I have to choke up on this hook. I do, with the smaller one, with this one, I definitely felt like I was losing control of the hook, and I did not feel very confident in my stitches. In the other two, I feel more confident, and in this one, I feel the most confident. I think mainly because, one, it goes with the yarn itself, and then also it doesn't have as many ridges down here. And so it doesn't bother me down here on my hand if it rubs at all. They're very, very smooth. Like there's no roughness at all here. Like I don't feel like it's going to give me splinters or anything like that. I mean, this is beautiful craftsmanship. I mean, all three of them are. I'll just bring them all three back so you can see them. They're all three extremely beautiful, and I definitely recommend that you go and check out Lether Collections YouTube channel. It will be linked below. And check out their Facebook group. They post videos in there about how they make hooks sometimes, but they're all unique and they're all beautiful. And I think the diversity of the hook speaks to the creative minds that they have, right? So I love them all. I feel most confident with the more natural wood than the Funfettis, but you know, if I had to honestly pick a favorite, this E would be my favorite. And not just for looks, but because when I was using it for the dolphin stitch for the blanket, it's not the dolphin stitch, I think it's called the Suzette stitch, but the dolphin yarn that I was using, it worked up really quickly. And after I got the foundation and stuff done, I did not have a problem with this hook. And this is the first time I've used this hook for when I was making the swatch. So it's not a bad hook. It feels really good in my hand. I don't feel like I'm going to lose control like I do with this one. So now I just know if I get a hook right in the box that this is the one I need to look out for. But if you look at their hooks online, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. There's all kinds of designs to fit any aesthetic, right? They're all lovely. And this is just my little swatch that I made. The stitches worked out. There was a little splitting. Like I said, I think that was more due to the yarn than anything else. But all in all, I'm going to keep getting the boxes because I love the yarn and I love the hooks. So thank you so much, Ashley and Eric, for all of your amazing work. I appreciate you, and I look forward to many more boxes coming my way. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your time and your attention. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Ciao, Bella.